have learned about the context API. We have learned about the Redux. Okay. So what are those? Those are the basically the centralized of the Redux is the centralized of the your state object store. Okay, and you can get the data from where whenever you are wants to any of the components. Okay, this is a centralized the place where you are going to store your states. So like that, Flux is also provides such type of functionality to you. So Flux was come before the Redux basically. So but now the Flux is very complex basically in terms of the Redux is a very simple to use. Okay, but now in these days the we are going to use the third party library. Either you are going to the Flux or either you are going to the Redux. So Flux is a very complex, so that's why the developers are not using the Flux right now, and they are moving to the Redux. So now we are going to learn about the Flux. So what is the Flux and how the Flux is working? So the thing is that uh, first we need to install the Flux in our application.
Okay,
So
npm package. Okay,
that is a package.
okay,
So what is the package? What is the command for that? That is a simple npm install and Flux.
okay,
Okay. If you
okay.
want to install any specific version, then you can provide at the rate and the version like 3.1.3. Okay. So you can install the specific version for that. So this is the command. I have already installed that Flux in your project.
Sure,
Okay.
sure.
So hello. Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Go on. Go on.
Okay. One second. Okay. So like that other we have learned about the Redux.
Okay.
So we in the Flux we have also the action, the dispatcher, and the
Hmm.
store.
Hmm.
Instead of the reducer, we have the view. So this is just people whenever you are going to go any interview or section, then they always ask a one question to you: what is the difference between the Flux and MVC?
Oh, model view control. Okay.
Okay, why? Because model view controller. So they have the three components on it: model, view, and controller. So
Correct.
like that, the Flux we have the view, store, and the action. Okay, so these are the three basic components. So whenever you are talking about the view is just like the view which is using the MVC. And if you are using the store, you are talking about the store. Store is again the model, because model is connecting with your database. Okay, so like that, store is connecting with your states, and the another is action, and that is a controller. So controller means the action. So action is going to control your components. The your actions means which type of request you are sending to you. Okay, so these are the similarity between the MVC, but MVC is a totally different, because in MVC you are connecting with your database only in the model, and without model you can use the MVC if you are not connecting with the database. But here you are not able to use the Flux without a store. Okay, so now I'm going to create a one folder for you in it. That is a folder name I'm going to Flux. In this Flux, I need to create a one more folder, that is a action. In this Flux, I need to create one more folder that is a dispatcher. Again, in the flux, I need to create a one more folder that is stores, and one more folder for the view. I am separating all of the things in a different folders and different files. Is this totally up to you?
Okay.
How you are going to manage the things? Okay. Okay. Now go to the action. Okay. Or so sorry. First, go to the dispatcher. So in the dispatcher, um, so in the Redux, what was that? We have in Redux the action and dispatcher and
Dispatch.
reducer.
Correct.
Okay. Reducer is deciding which type of action is coming here. Okay. So like that, here is we have the action. In this action, we are going to decide which type of the uh, request is coming. For that, we are going to create a file. Suppose that file name is action type .js. Okay. So what should be inside of this file? So that is, let's see. Once again, this. Okay. So in this file, we are using the exports and default. So we are providing the default what we need to export them. Okay. So here I'm using the get posts. This is what export. Okay. Post, that is my the type of that is a posts. So whenever the post command is coming here, then we are using this one. Now this is the we are ready the action type. Now we are going to create another action to that action file, that is post actions dot js. Now in this file we are going to provide our actions. Which type? Remember we are providing the actions in our uh, reducers. So how they are controlling that? That is, first we need to import the dispatcher. Di- we need to export the dispatcher. So first we need to go to the dispatcher file
Dispatcher
first.
first. Correct.
Okay. So we are going to create a dispatcher file. So here we are going to app this dispatcher.js. Remove, rename that ATC. Okay. So this is a file dispatcher. Now I'm going to create a something inside of it. So dispatcher. This time we are not using the dispatcher from the Redux. We are using the dispatcher from Flux. So we are going to import dispatcher from flux. Okay, and now we are going to create an object of this dispatcher. So here the dispatch is my function, is my object name, and now the object of dispatcher. I'm going to export this default and dispatcher. So my dispatcher is ready. Okay, so now again I can go to the action, what the file we have I have created for that, that is a post action. In this post action I will import my dispatcher. Okay, so dispatcher from the my dispatcher file, and I'm going to import my action type which I have already created in my this file.
Get post. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to create a export method, that is function get posts. Okay, and here I'm passing the post data as a variable. So what the this parameter will do, I will showing to you. Okay, dispatcher dot dispatch, that again the dispatch method, and here we are going to action type. So which action type? The action type which is available here as a get post. This action type is coming from here, and this is a get post. Okay, so basically all the constants I'm um, written in the action type.
Hmm.
Now here I need to posts, that is the post data. Spelling mistake.
Function. Okay.
Function post data, and it is done. So here what it's doing, we are going to create a function that is a post data. In this function we are getting the data set, whatever the data set we are passing in it, and the for the action type, that is a, if it is a action type is this one, then it will be pass the data, whatever the data we are getting by this function from somewhere. Okay, so from somewhere we are now go to the next step. We have the store. I'm going to save the action type first. Now we are going to the store. In this store I will create my file, that is a post store.js. In this file, what we need to do, we
Uh,
need to create a store first. Okay, so which type of store we are going to create? To preserve the data, whatever data is going to insert inside of it. So what these things, first we need to insert the import. First we need to import the event eliminator, ELEMI emitter, TTER, EVENT ठीक है, event emitter from, that is a library called the event. Okay, the first thing. The second thing, now we are going to the one by one is the code. So how the code is going to use that? Now we need to create a class. Okay, we have remember we have In the first section we have learned about the classes. We can create the class, we can inherit the classes. Okay, so like that we are going to use the class. We are going to create a class. This is not a React class, this is a JavaScript class.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to create the post store. This is my class name, which will extends, means it is inherited the properties of event animators, which I have added here.
Okay.
Okay, now in this class I am going to use a something uh, that is add change listeners. What is this? Add change listener. Add change listener is a event. Okay, so add change listener means whenever the change is going to, and here I am passing the callback function. Whenever any request is coming by which this listener will execute, that is callback. Now we are using this on. For what? On means on change, on event, like that. Okay, so here we are going to create a new a variable. Okay, in this variable we are basically uh, store the our change type. So here in the top I'm going to create a const that is a change event, that is change, and here I need to pass that change event, oh, sorry, change event, and that callback property I need to set here, right?
Okay.
Anyone have any type of doubt till now? Because this is little complex.
Mm.
Hmm. Now I am going to create a variable that is posts. Here in this post I need to set the data, whatever data I'm going to get in this array, and I need to pass that data to my uh, the page, the view page. Fine. Now add listener has been created here. Once my listener listen my the request, perform the action, I need to remove that listener. So here remove change listener, LSTE, remove change listener. What was that? Is a callback, and here I need to remove that. So with this dot remove listener. What listener? That is the same, the change event and the callback. Fine. Now, whenever your request is coming and it is going to execute by the listener, then we need to commit that. Without committing, you cannot get the data. Okay, so we need to commit that. So that is a emit change. In this emit change, we need to emit that this emit and that is a change event. What event you have uh, performing the action, you need to emit that event after the request is completed. Now, finally, the data is coming and you need to use the get posts. This is a function which will return your posts. That is a post array. Clear? Now, the main thing is that here you have we have created a class, we have created the class components or the class properties, but we are not used that class until unless, because you cannot use the class directly. You need to use that for use that class, you need to create always a object. Okay, so here I'm going to create a constant variable that is store equals to new, that is my post store, that is my class. I'm going to create an object of this class here. Fine. Now I need to pass this array variable or object to my dispatcher. Okay, so how we can do that? Then here the dispatcher, I need to use the dispatcher. I have created already a app dispatcher, so now I need to import that dispatcher. So I will go inside of the here and I need to import dispatcher from my app dispatcher. Okay, one by one we are going to, why we are going to importing that, so I am showing to you. So now I go to dispatcher dot register, I need to register them. And what register I need to do? Register the action. So now I need to action, means I need the my action types. So I need to import my action types also. Import action type from this. Come to here again. Here, like in the action, which type of action is coming? We are using the switch case. And here that is the action dot action type. And here we are going to create a case. In the case, that is action type dot get post. Then we need to then we need to use a post here, and that is a action dot posts. And here in the store I need to emit my change, whatever what I have written here in my function to emit them and break. Now, so these are the way to execute them. Now come to the next point. We are going to view. In this view, we are going to create a file. Once I save them in view, I'm going to create a file that is a posts.js. In this post.js, I am going to use the import. Sorry. First, I need to go as a. This is my const. That is my component, React component, and that is a post post page equals to, and now is the const. So what I'm doing here, I'm going to create my uh, state state variable here. So that is the name of the state is posts and the set post equals to use state. I need to use a one React hook,
mm,
and here I am passing the storage. So here, if you are passing that, then it is a blank. Okay, no issue. Now I want to get the data on the page load time. So I'm using the use effect. In this use effect, I am passing this and this, and here I need to uh, basically use the store. So for use the store, I need to import them. So import, because we are ultimately getting the data from the store. So that is the post store from, that is store and post store. Now here I will use the post store dot on change, and here we need to use this and get the data from there directly. So for that I need to do, 1 second, not this. I will do that another way. Uh, that is a post store dot. I am going to use my add change. So first of all, I need to import them. So I'm going to import that is the get posts. That is my action method which I have written in my post action, that is this one. Okay, so I'm going to use that, and I'm going to also use the change listener. So to change listener I need to add a dot add something post store dot add change. 1 second.
Emit change.
Not image change.
Okay.
Actually, it should
Ah,
be
listener. Okay.
add change listener. The add change listener. This should be called there.
Okay.
Because it will be execute from there. Add change listener. But add change listener is not because we are using ah okay okay. Add change listener should be there, and this is a post storage of good. That is a class that we have created here. We have created the store, that is store, and store is this. Mhm, mhm. Now go to the posts. Here I need to use the add change listener, this one. Add change listener, and here I need to pass the on change. Which one? What is this on change? On change is this is my function. What I will going to return here. So this is my function on change capital letter, that is camel case. Okay, in this on change, basically we are going to set my posts, that is this one, my data, and from here the post storage store dot get posts. By this method I'm going to use that. Okay, so I think I have missed one thing here, that's why it is problem showing. Yeah, I have not exporting them, that's why it is not showing me to the content. Export default, and that is a store. Fine. So here I'm going to again here, that is a post on change. I am going to call that method first. It will be execute that and try to get the get post. First time it is going to the blank, but whenever the listener is coming here and send this callback method, so it will be sent to my add change listener, that is in the store. Sorry, in the action type. In the action type, it is send the sorry. In the here. Okay, so it will send my action type. Action type will execute them, and it will be committing. Then committing, after the committing, the data will be preserved in the post, and post will be sent back to my post. So how you can get that post? By using the get posts. So in the get post, the post action, you can see that get post. We need to pass that data
Hmm.
from here. What who will send that? It is a commit will be sent, and we will get them. So now we are going to use one more line, that is if we are going to check that, because first time this will be always it will be blank. Okay, so I'm going to check that is the post storage store dot get data, that sorry, get post. So get post, that is a method will get the data from there. I'm checking that length should be, if it is 0, then I will call them again, the get post. So here the get post will be execute again if the post is not available here, and then we are going to return the post storage dot remove event change listener. What I need to remove, whatever I have sent the callback method. Fine. So now here this is a component, so I need to use the return. In this return I'm going to create a div. In this div, uh, it is up to you. You can write any HTML code for that,
Okay.
or you can use any other component and send this post data to your child component. Okay, so now we are going to test them. Which one class is this? Save. And this is also save. This one. Okay. So I'm going to use that post page and export them.
Export it. Okay.
Default and this. And now I'm going to use that is not app is a index index.js, and I'm removing this app instead of I'm using my
Post page.
posts post what's it, P capital post page. Save them, and here post page length. See problem with the length because it was should be blank. And this this must have the function here. In which class? Which file it is showing there? One second. Let's move to one by one each file. I think we have some missing. It is very complex, the concept.
Flexible.
Yeah, okay. So first we have created the action type. Okay. In this action type, we have get the get post. Okay. In the post action, we have get post, and the action is action type dispatcher. And in app dispatcher, we have already created a object of that. And here, this is a post. Okay. Now, this is post. Okay. So I'm doing one thing. First, I am providing some data here.
Data.
Okay. By default data, like ID, that is one, ST name, one second, title, my item, description. Fine. Now here we have the callback. In this callback, remove listener. Okay, here events. Okay, fine. Here we have the dispatcher. Dispatcher have the register the actions. Fine. This is also fine. And we have the action and the posts. Okay, so dispatcher and the action and the post. Fine. List is cat. Okay, and the post is the in store. These are the things. Okay, it is fine. No issue. Mission type. Okay. 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 Post. Hmm. That is the post dispatcher. Post action. Here is the post action. Yes. That is the post. Okay. And here store again. That is the post. Nothing. Dispatcher. Dispatcher. Post this. Export already done. But why it is not coming? Posts. Okay. Fine. Post data. Data. I'm doing one more thing here. I'm passing this different data. What I'm passing here in my action, action type and the dispatcher. Okay, and my post. Here in the post. Instead of here, I am trying to pass this data here. Listener, okay, so receive that object. I once again go to event.js. Js something. Oh, oh, listener. Okay. And one more thing. Remove listener. Remove chain listener. Post the listener. Argument must be function, but okay. That's okay. But remove interest lines. Okay. Remove changes to remove listener. फंक्शन तो है यार ये क्या दिक्कत है इसको remove remove CHNGLIS change post. Okay, the issue was we are passing the wrong function name. The C is small. C was the small. It should be the capital because my function name is have the C capital. Fine. Hello.
But the data is not loading, no? That object
Data
that.
is loading. Data. I'm showing to you the data. So here we are going to load the data and show the data here in the set. It's okay. So we are going to use a. I'm going to use a function
Okay.
button click me on change or sorry on click yeah, yeah.
Mm, the use of it is not
BU double T. 1 second. Type.
okay.
Okay, so here click me. I'm going to. So you can see we have a 3 records,
Correct.
whatever
Okay.
we have written here. Okay, so like that we can get the data from any of the component from directly on the store.
Okay.
So this is the logic what we are going to implement in it. And like that, if you are want to insert any of the data inside of the array, then we need to add more functionality in it. We need to first create a function. So what I need to change, the first one is I need to change here. I need to get uh, means I need to add the one event, more event for that, like get. I need to insert underscore, suppose that is the name of that, and I am going to provide the insert underscore posts. Okay, so this is my another name for that. Now I need to create a one more action that will be the for the insert, that is import, sorry, export the function insert posts. That is my function name. I'm passing the title. The another name is my description. For example, I'm passing two uh, parameters in it, and dispatcher dot dispatch. What I'm going to dispatch? I'm dispatching my action type, that is action type dot is this time insert post, and the posts, inside the post we are passing the data, whatever data I'm getting here. For example, I'm passing my data directly here. So the title is from title, whatever title is coming here, and dispatch for description, description, that is DSC description, whatever the description is coming here. Now like that you have created these things. Now you need to basically go in the inside of the store. In this store we have created the one for the get post. I need to create a one for add insert listener. Okay, in this, in this I need to pass the title and description. And here, this is my the post is my array. In this array, I'm going to push, and here I need to push ID. For example, my ID is 4, and title would be title. Whatever my title I'm going to set. sending from there, and the description is again the description. Okay, now I need to use this emit, or I can call that directly this function. So emit, that is a change event. This time I have no any callback method, so that's why it is not need to pass. Now I need to go in the bottom. Here we need to add one more case. That is a case action type dot insert post. Here I need to pass the store dot add insert listener. And what I'm going to pass them, that it is coming from the action, that is a posts dot title, action dot post dot description. So these are the things we need to pass them, and that is done.
Okay.
Here I'm going to the default, and that is blank. Now it is saved, and go to the now up to your post. In this post you have we have the things, and we are going to insert something here. Suppose mm, 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 we are going to create a one more button, and here button is the insert data, or here function insert data, and here you need to uh, insert the post basically. So for this you need to import the your post also. Insert posts. We have I have already created a one, that is a insert post. Oh, sorry, add listener, and not insert post. Where is this post? Insert post. This here action. We have created the insert post, and we are going to call some insert post here directly. And here I am using the insert post and pass the value directly from here. Suppose title is title 1, description is DSC 1, and I am going to use that. Now come to here, we have this one, insert data, and then click me. You can see we have the 4 items this time.
Got it. Got it.
Title 1 and description 1 is also added here.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the thing what we can do with the flux. Now I can give you a little introduction only for the
Unit test.
unit test. Okay.
Okay.
But I cannot make the code for that because you need to set up for that.
Okay.
Hmm. So I'm showing you to the the very simple thing.
Mm.
First, we need to install the just. Okay,
Mm.
I'm going to create one folder, unit test. In this, I'm going to create a one, suppose some.js. So first of all, whenever you are using the unit testing, so for what you are going to do the unit testing? Unit testing is used to check your the components or the functionality what you have written in a
Sir,
code.
sir.
Pardon?
Sorry, here.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Here, uh, in my home, background noise was there. So,
Okay, no issue. So the thing is that uh, whenever you want to test your piece of code or the piece of component from your application, then you need to create a unit test. Unit test is working on your data. Whatever your data is providing to you, what your expectation, then you need to define that. Means, for example, you have a, a function which is adding two variable values and return the result as a sum. Okay. So in the React JS, the first thing we should have it is understanding that by the test. This is a test keyword. This is a keyword of with your file. So whenever it is executing your component and finding only those files which have the test.js file, the name, at least this one. So it will, so like that here you can see default this is a app.js and this is the app test.js. Fine.
correct.
So here I think I have done a little setup for there. So in the package.json,
Hmm.
you will see we have the React script test.
Hmm.
Okay, but whenever you are going to install your package from the jest, then you will see there's a react.jest.
Hmm.
Now your file name and the test file name should be the same, but with the .t test should be available inside of it. Like that, this is a file that is app.js, and the test file is app.test.js.
Okay. So, for example, if you want to test sum.js, you have to say sum.test.js now, correct?
Test.js,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to create a simple example. So here is a function. I'm creating a function for the sum.
Hmm.
Okay, then. Suppose or add data, and I'm going to pass a value a comma b and returning a plus b.
Hmm.
Hmm. So this is my, suppose this is my file, the working file.
Hmm.
Okay, in which my code is available here. My most of the code, all of the code is available here. Okay, so now I will need to test this code in my application, in my test. How I can do that? So for this, go to, I am going to create a new file. The name is same and the dot, that is a test dot js. Okay, now here I need to check my functionality first. So let me check the first thing, what I'm saying to you. Okay, um, let's check. So this is the test. In this test I need to pass the name of that, any of my test. And here I go to the function. In this function, I'm declaring the d variable as a 10. And now I'm going to my expert. Oh, sorry. Expect. That is my expect. That is the data. My d should be a 10. So it is a very simple and small example
Okay.
where I am setting the d is at 10, and the expected, I'm checking that it should be a 10. So how you can check that? You need to go as a terminal
Hmm.
and here you will set the npm test. This command will execute and find out all of the files which have the test.js,
This extension. Okay.
and it will show some options to you.
What is this language? Expect dot to be uh, Zest language. Is what? How should I work on learning this language?
The language is a very, this language is not another language. This is JavaScript language only.
Okay.
Mhm. But they are providing some um,
Documentation.
directly function to you, like a
O-
to be equals to
okay.
not to be.
Okay. Got it. Got it.
Okay. So here you can see that it is executed first, and after that it is showing you an options.
Mm.
So if you are going to the up, we have a one failed and one
Mm.
pass.
Mm.
In which we have failed, we are getting the errors message also.
Okay.
We are failed in the
Some dot text.
sum.text.js file should fail to run. Okay, and it is a test and contains the tests. So like
Yes.
that it is showing the error to you. Like that here you can see in the above, you are also getting the error on the app.test.
Mm.
Here we have the render. This is the here it is showing the error. Okay, so like that you can use your test cases or unit
Mm.
test casing. Okay,
Mm.
but what will happen if you want to use uh, the file?
Mm.
Okay, so for this, suppose this is my simple case, but I need to use this sum.
Mm.
So for this, you need to do, you need to use the const, that is a sum. Okay, and I'm using that sum. Suppose, so that is a require. This is a method
Mm.
just like a import. Okay, I'm going to require my sum. That is the file sum.
Mm. Okay.
Okay, now after you are using that, then you need to describe that. In this describe, first you need to provide your description. My my description, that is comma, and then inside of this description you are going to create your logics.
Test logic. Okay.
So like that here we have written the expect, or we have using the test.
Mm.
Instead of test, you, is up to you. they are providing the two type of that. You can use the test, or you can use the it. Both are the same.
Hmm.
Now in this it, I'm going to provide my test des, and here I will provide my function. So like that here. One second.
Uh,
Hello, hello. हम्म. कल दे दिया था. कल शाम को दे दी थी. हाँ हाँ हाँ. ओके. Okay, fine. So like that, we are here. The same thing. We need to use the expect, and here we have a method that is add data. Suppose I'm going to change that sum, okay. And here that is my sum, in which I need to pass the two variables, two values. So it is showing the a and b. Okay, 1 comma 2. I am passing inside of the 1 and comma 2, and it should be acceptable, means to be. The value of this to be should be, as per my expectation, it should be a 3. And I'm going to close them. Okay. I'm going to comment this one. And if you are going to here, sum is going to execute, and but it is showing the error for me. The expect. Instead of the expect, it is showing me the error. Actually, it is not set up properly, so that's why it is showing the error.
I think some function name is different. It says sum is not defined. It says. Okay.
No, sum is defined. Sum is available here, and it is asking for the two
Okay.
variables.
Parameters. Okay.
It is asking that. There is no issue with that. Uh, small or it may be the required ID. No, it is not correct. There is no issue with that. So you can see that this time the sum has passed.
Correct. Okay.
Okay. You can see that there is a one fail and one pass. One fail is for the uh,
App. Yeah.
okay. So like that, you can use your test cases
Hmm.
simply by required with that, and you can use any function, any of the data object, any type of the things you can use in it.
Got.
So there is a lot of the things.
Hmm.
Suppose you don't want to use, you are want to check that not equals to.
Hmm.
So there is a not, and then it will be to be.
Okay.
Okay. So like that you can use, or you can use, there are basically a lot of the functions available here. You can use the equal dot equal. There is also available here. Equal, not equal is you can use that. Okay, and yeah, this type of functionality you can use inside of it.
Okay.
It is very simple, and it's like that. If you are use the equal, then you need to the two equal equal eq equal. So whenever you are using checking the any object,
Mm.
so you need to use the equal. Okay, suppose this is passing not this return, it is passing the return, or it is passing the return
So now object. Okay.
data. Okay, so it will be an object. Now it will be return an object. Now in this case, your test case will be failed because you are using the to be as sum. Okay, but in this case you need to change them because you are expecting the object.
Correct.
So instead of, we will use that the expect, and that would be 1 second, that would be the data. For example, I'm showing to you an example. Okay, so suppose this is my let, that is a data, and that is an object. Okay, so that is my sum is a sum. I'm passing the value 1 comma 2. Okay, and here I'm using the expect. In this expect my data, and after that it's data dot to equal. Here you need to pass the set for what equal. I was passing I my there is a data, not in the data is data value. Okay, I'm putting the name of that data value. So I'm using this pattern in here. What equal, I need to check them. I need to check to equal data value is equals to, what should be the value of that is 3. Okay, so I have saved that, and it was goes to the sum. It is the past,
Can.
one
Okay.
past and one. Okay, so like that you can use your object, you can use the values, and you can use any of the your function based functions,
Mm.
whatever